My golden child brother disowned me for being adopted and told everyone I will never be his sister, because not even my real family wanted me. Now he's trapped in his own mess. I was adopted and my foster parents treated me like their own kid, and their kids treated me like their sibling. Except for Chad. Chad was an insensitive a-hole to everyone. He would fight our older sister, say horrible things to everyone, and his anger issues caused him to break doors and punch holes in walls. The worst thing was when he got up in front of our whole class year and told them I wasn't his sister and never would be. He claimed I would never be a part of his family and I should stop trying. He would keep doing this up until he moved out and I stopped talking to him. I have stayed as far away from him as possible, only seeing him for family pictures every year because our mother asks. Recently, he got married and had a baby, and everyone was congratulating him except for me. Our mom noticed and asked why I was distancing myself from him. I told her about high school, and she said, "This is still my kid, and it's my first grandbaby," and it was the reason she wasn't going to be upset over it. I knew that would happen. Out of nowhere, I got a message from Chad begging me to go babysit for them because you're the only one who can deal with these kinds of babies because no one will help. He knows I have insomnia, and that's why I don't mind staying up. I can't tell if that's a blessing or a curse at this point. For some reason, I accepted and went over at 8 p.m. When I showed up, I was greeted by Chad's wife, who had the biggest eye bags but still greeted me with a smile. She explained the baby's night route, feedings, and said they would be home around 12:30 at most. After this, Chad showed up, looked at me for over a minute and gave me a small wave, then left the house. His wife followed and told me to call or text if I needed anything. For a minute, I was just stunned, but went to take care of the baby. He was fine the whole time, and then 12:30 p.m. rolled around, but they weren't home. I decided to wait, and then ended up texting them at 1 asking where they were. I got no reply from either of them. They finally showed up at 3 in the morning. I'm livid at this point. They walked into the living room and told them I was waiting for their response. Chad's wife said, "Oh, Chad said it was fine and that it would only be an hour more." I cut her off to say, "It's fine, whatever, the baby's sleeping." I thought I could walk out of there with my head held high, but when I walked past Chad, I blurted out, "So you aren't going to say anything to me after I looked after your kid for 7 hours? He snorted at me and was like, "No, my wife is the one who talked me into this." Pissed off, I said, "So this wasn't a way to apologize for high school or all those other times you outcast me from the family? Because I was under the impression that you'd want to patch things up." He snapped back, "Why should I apologize? Nothing from high school has changed. You really do need to just grow up and understand that me and my wife aren't going to cater to you like mom and dad did because you're adopted. You ain't our family and you won't ever be." I turned to his wife and told her she married a disgusting piece of crap, and if he continues to act this way, his son will grow up to hate him too. One day, she'll resent him for what he is, and she'll only have herself to blame. Chad got angry and said I had no right to talk to her like that when not even my real family wanted me. I reminded him that his wife also has an adopted sister, and told her that if this was the way he spoke about me, then what did she think he was saying about her sister? He surely wasn't treating her like a princess. I could see that I was getting through to her, but then Chad punched a wall. Classic Chad. I screamed, not out of fear, but because I wanted to wake the baby up out of pure spiteness. Right on cue, we could hear him crying, and Chad and his wife audibly groaned. Chad then asked me to go take care of the baby so he and his wife could go to sleep. I told him like hell and gave him the middle finger before leaving and slamming the door. From another relative, I heard that they had a big argument and his wife is currently staying with her parents. Her parents also had a change of heart towards him. Now he's claiming that I made him say that on purpose, which is ridiculous. I smell a divorce in the future.